Have you ever wondered, is aging truly the winding down of life or the beginning of something quietly beautiful? As Mr. Walter, a 76-year-old retired teacher, once said, "Age doesn't limit the spirit, only we can do that." In this video, you'll discover 3 deeply meaningful quotes, not loud or dramatic, but soft whispers of wisdom that bring hope and renewal. So take a deep breath, make yourself a warm cup of tea, and let's begin this gentle journey. Inward, there's a common belief that once we reach a certain age, we stop growing. That personal development is a young person's game. But science says otherwise. A Harvard study on aging and emotional well-being found that emotional resilience actually improves with age, especially when we're open to reflecting on life and finding new meaning in it. Take Mr. Leonard, a 72-year-old widower who started journaling every morning after his wife passed. At first, he thought it would just pass the time, but over the weeks, he found himself rediscovering parts of his story, memories, feelings, long-lost dreams, and he began to feel alive again. Sometimes, growth doesn't look like doing more. It looks like understanding more. Why does society often equate aging with decline or irrelevance? The deeper reason often lies in loneliness and cultural invisibility. We live in a world that constantly celebrates new trends, new voices, new technologies, and slowly, older adults feel edged out of the narrative. But here's a truth we don't say enough. You are still the author of your story. Harold, a Vietnam veteran, began writing letters to himself every night. Reflections, regrets, moments of gratitude. He kept them in a small wooden box by his bedside. Over time, those letters helped him reconnect with who he truly was, beyond what society saw. One quiet truth: the world may rush forward, but your soul still walks at its own pace. And that pace is sacred. So how can we nurture that inner spark? First, try journaling just 5 minutes a day. Not to analyze or judge, but simply to release. A page a day can change the way you relate to your own story. Second, embrace micro moments of peace. Whether it's steeping a cup of chamomile, sitting quietly by a window, or taking a walk in your neighborhood, these acts reconnect us to presence. Third, rekindle conversation. Call an old friend. Ask your grandchild about their day. Or better yet, share a story from your youth. You may be surprised how healing it is. Douglas, 70, shared that his weekly walks with his dog not only improved his health, but sparked spontaneous conversations with neighbors he hadn't spoken to in years. Peace isn't always found in grand change. Sometimes it's brewed, sipped, and shared slowly. Have you ever looked back and wished you'd taken a chance? Said, "What you meant followed that quiet nudge. Mr. Allen once told me, I thought the best parts of my life were behind me. But it turns out they were waiting for me to sit still long enough to notice." Maybe you've felt that too. Maybe you're feeling it now, but it's not too late. Not to feel, not to love, not to begin. I'd love to know, what's a quote that's carried you through hard times? Or what's something you wish you'd told your younger self? Share it below in the comments. You never know who might need those words today. And if this video has touched you in some way, I invite you to pass it along, quietly, lovingly, like a letter sent without an envelope, just from one soul to another. What's one quiet ritual that gives you peace these days? A morning walk, listening to jazz on the porch, writing postcards? Let's build a space where these small moments matter, because they do. Thank you for being here. Truly, if you'd like to keep reflecting, feel free to explore other videos on this channel, each one made like a gentle letter for the heart.